What's going on, guys? This is the Liam Person. Welcome to another one of my videos, and today I'm doing a Zephyr deck profile. Um, so I've been playing around with this, and I actually find this really good for the format. I've been able to take out all these meta decks with it, like Eldritch, Adamanticators, Dogmatica, Invoked, Dragon Link, Dinosaurs. It is really good. So let's get into the profile. Starting off, we play 3 Zephyrath. He's the heart and soul of the deck. You want to use him to search out... You want him to be your high scale, but there are times when he has to be the low scale. Usually you either search out Zephranu or Zephyraxi for your combo. Then you play 3 Zephranu. He searches out your spell and traps when he's Pendulum Summon or destroyed. By battle or card effect. Like, he can either search out your searchers, or he can search out your counter traps. So he is very powerful, very versatile. Next, we play 3 Zephyraxi. He can turn any Zephyr or Yang Zing to a tuner, which is really handy. You can make Xiaofeng, Ravenous Crocodile, or even Christian Helki Fibrax with him. But when you use him for after he uses that effect, if he would leave the field, he goes on the bottom of your deck. So that would help with your deck advantage. Like, next we play 1 Ritual Beast Tamer Zephyr Wendy. Yes, she can only be special summoned once. When she's normal or pendulum summoned, you get to add 1 face-up Zephyr monster from your extra deck to your hand, except another copy of herself. She's good for the grind game. And if you played Emergency Teleport, I'm not, but if you do, you could technically special summon her from the deck with it because she's a psychic. Next, we play 1 Shaddoll Zephyr Core. When he's pendulum summoned or sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Zephyr card in your pendulum zone and special summon it. You can only use the effect of that once per turn, though I use him for something else. Like, I use him to help bring out a card later, a fusion monster later. I'll show you in the extra deck. Next, we play 2 Zephyr Thuban. When he's normal flipped or pendulum summon, you can target 1 pendulum monster. You can target 1 monster, 1 Tellarknight Zephyr in your monster zone or pendulum zone, and 1 face-up card your opponent controls to destroy it. So these are face-up removal, like, gets rid of face-up. Then you play 2 Tellarknight Zephyraxodon. He is basically like Zephyr Thuban, but he pops face-down cards. So these 2 are your removal. I've actually once faced Grand Maju. I won because he actually popped the face-down Grand Maju, which is pretty good. Then you play the 2 Dark Worms and 1 Gate Zero. One thing this deck needs is cards to add from your deck to your hand. You need the resources. This deck doesn't really do that well. So with this, you get 1 extra card. Let's say Dragon Train, send him to the graveyard. You revive him, and then you can add Gate Zero for an extra scale. Then we play 1 Gizmet Kaku, the Supreme Shining Sky Stag, to help you with your rank 9 play to make True Key of All Calamity. So basically, you could use Zephranu and Zephyraxi to make your Ravenous Crocodile in your extra monster zone. And if you have your field spell, you chainlink 1 Ravenous Crocodile and chainlink 2 field spell stacks him, you then draw him. And then, since there's a monster in the extra monster zone, you can special summon him. You make a quick VFD, which is pretty good. You can actually make VFD and the other card I'm talking about. You'll see later. The fusion monster. For the hand traps, we play 3 Ash Blossom. You know what Ash does most likely. 1 Nibiru is searchable in this deck. Same with Shaddoll Zephyr Core and Zephyrath with your Gallant Granite. the 3 Gamma, and the 1 Driver. Pretty necessary for this format. You can technically bait out some hand traps, let's say, with Zephyrath, Oracle, and Zephyrac, or Zephyr Providence. And if you do, like, you activate Oracle, they ask, you can then Gamma, and then use Gamma and Driver to make Needle Fiber and combo off there. Then we play 3 Oracle of Zephyra and the 1 Terraforming. These are needed. You have to get to your field spell as quickly as possible in this deck. If they ever made a new Link monster for this, I think they should make a Link 1 Zephyra that allows you to search out your Oracle of Zephyra. That would be great. Then you also play 3 Zephyr Providence. These are my French copies. I do own English copies, but these were my very first ones, so I'm playing my French copies. You play Reinforcements of the Army since your Satellarknight Zephyr Thuban is a warrior. You can search him out with that. Your 3 Dragon Shrine and your 1 Foolish Burial. You want to get Dark Worm in your graveyard as fast as possible. If you do that and get a warrior, level 4, you can make Gallant Granite, search out the card you need. We play the 1 Pendulum Fusion. Now you could technically, now you know what it is. I'm playing El Shaddoll Winda. So basically, if you scale your Shaddoll Zephyr Core, you can, since you have 2 cards in your Pendulum Scales, you can actually use this to fusion summon with the 1 in your scale and your Preplant Verte Anaconda to make Winda. Now they cannot use monster effects, and they can only special summon once, and you have your counter trap face down. Now for the traps, we play 1 9 Pillars of the Yang Zing, 1 Divine Strike, and 1 Zephyr War. Now, this you can actually activate in your hand if your scales are both Zephyr monsters, so it's sort of, you can activate from your hand like Impermanence. Now for the extra deck, we play 1 Halki Fibrax, 1 Linkross for that combo, a 1 Plant Verte Anaconda, 1 IP Masquerena. I don't actually need to play IP Masquerena in this deck. I just play. You can. I just don't have any targets for her. I play 1 Lambda. That's it for the links. There are times when I make Lambda so then I can Gamma summon. People usually think, even though I make Lambda, that I'm not playing Gamma. So they lose to Gamma when that happens. Like, they once tried Nibiruing me and I Gamma'd. Now for the Xyz, we play 1 True King of all Calamities. Calamities and Winda are your VIP cards. You want to summon those 2 as much as possible. 1 Gallant Granite. Gallant Granite can search out your Zephyrath, or Shaddoll Zephyr Core, or even your Nibiru if you don't need either of those. 1 Abyss Dweller to shut off graveyard effects. For the fusions, we play 1 El Shaddoll Winda. You want to bring out those 2 as fast as possible. There are ways to get all 3 of these on the field, and that is very deadly. For the Synchros, we play 1 Herald and 1 Borlo Savage. You can make these guys in this deck easily. You'd probably be using your Gamma. You're using Gamma as the tuner like you would Olion when Olion was around. For the level 9 Synchros, 1 Xiaofeng, 1 Ravenous Crocodile Archithes. I told you the combo with him. And then for the last 2 are Cyberse Integrator and Martial Mill Marcher. I have this 1 combo where you make Needle Fiber link into Linkross. You synchro into Needle Fiber, brings out Gamma. You synchro into him, bring Gamma back, synchro into him, then you can link. Depending on if you have Zephranu on the field still, you could sync with him and Marshall to make a level 9, and link this with another card to make Preplant Verte Anaconda, so you can draw an extra card as well. Now for the side deck, We play 1 Harpy's Feather Duster because it's back at 1. 1 Zephyr Path because it can just turn off all decks. Like, you can turn off, well, like most decks, it can shut off Dinos, you can turn off Adamanticators. Some effect, like Eldritch would have a harder time. It is great. We play 3 Dark Ruler No More for the combo matchups. We play 2 Cosmic Cyclone. For back row, we play 3 Tactical Talents. I would play 3, but I only own 2. The 1 Reboot. 3, there can be only 1s, because this deck can actually play it. And then the last card, we play 2 Gravity Collapse. This deck is Synchro based. So, with these 2 cards, when your opponent would summon a monster, send 1 face-up Synchro you control to the graveyard, negate the summon, and if you do destroy that monster, then your opponent cannot summon monsters until the end of this turn. So this can completely shut off an opponent's turn. Oh, and that's the deck profile. Now, I hope you like this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and Liam Opus out.